Hello guys, thank you for watching and welcome to a new section. In this section we are going to go over Evo WinRM. And what is Evo WinRM? Evo WinRM is a really nice tool. They call it the ultimate shell for hacking and pen testing. And the way that Evo WinRM works is that it connects via the Windows remote management, and when it connects through the Windows remote management, that will give you a nice PowerShell remote protocol, because that's what it uses now. It uses the PSRP, or the PowerShell remoting protocol. So whenever we connect to Evo WinRM, if you have the credentials to be able to do that, and also if the WinRM port is open, we are going to be able to do a lot of stuff like MC bypass. We can do the pass the hash support. We can do some Kerberos authentication support. We can do some command history as well, which is kind of good. You can do some load DLL. We can load in memory the C#, and it's really nice that it does the load in memory, because you don't want to load anything into the disk, anything that is malicious that you have into the disk, because it is going to be a lot easier for Windows Defender to see it, because if it's in the disk, the Windows Defender is going to be able to block that from you from executing, or just by by scanning that, it's going to be able to block it. So it is really nice that we can load it from memory. We can load from memory PowerShell scripts, DLL, and some also C# assemblies. And it does bypass some AVs, like I just said, like Windows Defender. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. And there are some requirements. Just go ahead and read that. And the way that you want to install that is by doing a gem install Evo WinRM. I already did that. If you haven't done that, just go ahead and do that. And that one also automatically install all the dependencies, so you don't need to install anything else after you run that command. And I already did that, like I said before, so I'm not going to be running that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the basics commands that we can do. Evo WinRM. And I like Evo WinRM whenever I want to have a persistent shell, because this is what it gives you. It gives you a persistent shell. With CrackMapExec, it doesn't give you a persistent shell. It basically just sends commands and executes those commands, and then you get them back. With Evo WinRM, you're going to be able to have a persistent shell, and it's going to give you the response right away, right? So you don't need to wait for CrackMapExec to execute everything. So here are the basics command. You can see it supports SSL, public and private key. You can add the domain if you want to. There are some scripts that you can add. We are going to be looking at that later. Also this one later. The IP is I, capital U for the URL for remote URL endpoint. The U for user, the P for password. And if you have a hash, and if you don't have a clear text password, you can always just pass a hash, which is really nice to know, or really nice to have. And if the port for WinRM is a different port rather than 5985, you can always just do a capital P and you can pass that port, which is really awesome to have as well. So how do we connect? Well, the way that you connect to that is by just running Evo WinRM, capital U or lowercase u, and then you want to have the one that you have, the user that you have, the lowercase p for password 123, and then I for the server that you're going to connect to, and just press enter, and that will give you a nice shell, as you can see in here. So if we do a who am I, and this one, like I said before, is a PowerShell, which is really nice. It's better than CMD, a lot better than CMD. So you can see over here, if we do a who am I groups, and you can see that, like I said before, this is a persistent shell, which is better than CrackMapExec, where it just sends that that command that you want to execute, and then it gives it back to you. So it takes a little bit, and some people do not like that, like me. You can do ipconfig, ipconfig all. So it is a, you know, a stable. It is a really stable, basically, shell that you have over here, with, you know, with a lot more stuff. Like if you go to the menu, from the menu you can do a bypass MC. So if you're going to import like a PowerShell script, where we're going to be doing later, you want to do a bypass MC. And when you bypass MC, you know, you're going to be able to execute those malicious scripts or malicious code that you have. You have the DLL loader as well. We're going to take a look at that, where we are going to use sharp exploit. You can also invoke binary. If we have a binary that you want to execute, you can also do that. So this is it for Evo WinRM. It doesn't have a lot of tools, but it lets you add tools to make it more, and you know, to make it better, right? It doesn't have like all the tools that CrackMapExec has, but you can add your own tools to it and make it better than CME. So thank you guys for watching.